Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Your mentor, Narco speaking. Welcome to today's session, today's market breakdown session. Okay, so first here we have USD CAD. So yes. Okay, so currently on USD USD CAD we have the same analysis. We have the same daily analysis from last week. We're still waiting for price to so we're still waiting for price to reach our supply area here, to push it upside to come to our supply area here. So on the smaller time frame or 4-hour chart, this is what we have. Okay, so recently we've been catching these buying opportunities with our golden zone, whereby price has been tapping into our golden zone. No, for this one we used our demand zone, and then I managed to see that some confirmation entries were caught using our golden zone. Okay, so furthermore we are going to look for our buying opportunities. As you can see here, price broke our previous higher high, so now we're going to look for our buying opportunities. Let's just go to our 3-hour chart. Okay, so we're going to look for our buying opportunities either at this low here, at this demand zone here, or our golden zone here. So we're going to mark off our golden zone from this low to whichever high price creates here, and then we'll just wait for the retracement and push price to the upside. Okay, so that's USD CAD. Moving on to okay, moving on to USD JPY. USD JPY on the daily time frame, we're still waiting for price to reach our golden zone level. Let's just wait for trading view. Okay, so on the daily time frame USD JPY, we're still waiting for price to reach our golden zone level. So last week I managed to see that price respected this level here, this low here, as price created this break of structure, which this trade we caught. But then I was anticipating that price was just going to touch our golden zone level and push to the downside, but price came to the downside, created this break of structure here, and respected this low here and push to the upside. So now we're waiting for price to come at our golden zone level so we can look for our selling opportunities there. Okay, that's USD JPY. Moving on to USD CHF. Okay, so USD CHF on the weekly time frame, price has been selling for months. Okay, let's just wait for my trading view. Okay, so this is what we have for USD CHF on the weekly time frame. Price created this break of structure here, and price respected this order block here. And price has been selling for months. See? So price also violated our previous lower low, and this is what we have right now. Okay, so now we're anticipating for price to push to the upside, respect our high or our golden zone level. Okay, so we're going to wait for this, for price to push to the upside and respect our demand zone, our high, or maybe our golden zone, our golden zone level at this area here. Okay, but then price, mind you, price, this is the, okay, so our golden zone, mind you, this is the weekly time frame. So price is going to take weeks to come to our golden zone, our demand zone. So what we have to do is we have to catch counter trend trades to our golden zone or our demand zone, scaling in to our lower time frames. Okay, so let's move on to our 3-hour chart. Okay, so on our 3-hour chart, this is what I saw last week, but then price just violated our demand zone and pushed it upside. Okay, so minor things. So what we have right now is that we can see that.
Are you trading on Exness and missing out on daily money? At Narco Capitals, we pay you just for trading. No extra costs, no hidden terms. Here's how it works. You trade and we reward you every single day. Your rewards are withdrawable. You earn whether you win or you lose. And yes, you can still trade with your own strategy or your own EA. Sign up under our link and start receiving your daily rebates plus free mentorship, risk management tools, and VIP access to our private trading group. Don't trade alone, join the Blueprint community.
Price, recently it violated our lower low, but then yet it pushed it upside and violated our high here, creating a break of structure. So immediately when we have this here, we can anticipate that price can push to the downside and we can take off our buying opportunities at this level here. Okay, this is going to be our demand, or we can also use our golden zone level and take our buying opportunities here from our golden zone level. Okay, so mind you that you have to look for your confirmation entries when price taps on in either of our golden zone or our demand zone. Okay, and that's it for USD CHF. Moving on to Euro USD. Okay, let me just remove everything. Okay, Euro USD on the daily time frame. So Euro USD on the daily time frame, you can see that it has been pushing beautifully in a bullish trend, okay, meaning that we are breaking our higher highs and respecting our higher lows. Okay, so recently on Euro USD, we managed to see that price respected this golden zone level here and pushed to the upside, breaking our previous higher high. Okay, so immediately when you see that, we can also anticipate some buying opportunities using our golden zone level again here, our golden zone here. But then mind you, this is the daily time frame. So price is going to take more or less 3 days to come near our golden zone level. Okay, so what you do is that you counter trend, you take your counter trend trades to the downside. Okay, so immediately when you see that, we can see that immediately when you scale in into your lower time frames, you can see that here we have our break of structure and we can look for our selling opportunities of this area here. Okay, so it's either you're going to use your golden zone level, your golden zone, like that, or you're going to use your supply zone here. Okay, whichever one price taps in and confirms a trade for us. Okay, so we're going to use these levels as our counter trend trades to push price to the downside to our higher time frame golden zone entry. And when price taps us in into our golden zone entry, here, we look for confirmation entries because this is a big golden zone, about 50 pips, and that's a lot. Okay, so that's it for Euro USD. Let's move on to let's move on to NZD USD. So NZD USD gave us nothing last week, so we're still waiting for it to tap us into our demand zone and create confirmation entries. Okay, so next we have AUD USD. Okay, so AUD USD last week we managed to catch a beautiful trade here. Let me just remove everything from here. Okay, and start off with the weekly time frame. Okay, from last week's breakdown session, we managed to see that price tapped us into our weekly golden zone area here. And immediately when price does that, we look for our confirmation entries. Okay, so let's go to our daily chart. And this is what we have. Okay, this is what we have. Okay, so we managed to see also that here we have this break of structure and we have our change of character here, and price tapped us into our golden zone entry again. Okay, so we furthermore confirm our golden zone entry here. We have this change of character and this break of structure, but then yet you must see that here price just turned just right above our golden zone entry. Okay, so meaning that this golden zone might be still valid, or we're going to take our confirmation entries of this. Okay, so this golden zone might be still valid, or we might take our confirmation entries of this zone here. Okay, let's just scale in into our lower time frames and see what we have. Okay, so on our lower time frames, this is what we had. Okay, so we had this beautiful change, beautiful break of structure here, and this bovine change of character. Okay, this is what we have. Okay, so last week price was ranging around this zone here. Okay, let's just wait for it. So last week price, okay, yeah, last week price was ranging around this zone here. So I managed to see that if we are waiting for our confirmation entries to be confirmed around this area here, we have to take our counter trend trades to our confirmation entries here. Okay, so what did we have for our confirmation entries? We had this golden zone entry here. We had this golden zone entry here. And also we can have this demand zone here, okay, to take our buying opportunities from. Okay, so taking your counter trend trades, you move to your lower time frame. You move to your lower time frame, and this is what I managed to see. We have, okay, so we have this bovine break of structure, and we can use our golden zone entries to take off our selling opportunities. Okay, so this is what we have. Our golden zone entry. Okay, cancel that. No. Okay, so this is where we took our selling opportunities from our golden zone entry. Okay, so price is currently here, ranging around here. Let's just wait for it to load. Okay, so price is currently ranging here at our demand zone. Price broke and never gave us confirmation entries at our golden zone. Okay, so price is currently at our demand zone, and as you can see there, it spiked us out a little bit. Okay, so if let's just move to our 2-hour chart, 1 hour. Okay, I can see something. Okay, So price currently created some confirmation entries here on our 30-minute chart. This is our change of character, and we can use this candlestick here as our order block entry. So let me just do this. Excuse me. Let me just do this. And this is what we have, okay? Okay, this is what we have. We have this change of character, and we have this break of structure here, okay? And we can look to take our entries off this demand zone here, this demand zone here on our 15-minute chart, okay, to push price to the upside, okay? So if price doesn't respect our demand zone, that means that on the daily chart, price is likely to push to the downside and tap us into our golden zone. And here we're going to look for more confirmation entries to push price to the upside, okay? So let's move on to our next pair, which is GBP USD. So GBP USD, this is what we have on the 4-hour chart. Let's move to 4-hour chart. Okay, this is what we have on GBP USD. More or less the same as Euro USD. We have this break of structure here, and we have this beautiful demand zone here. This beautiful demand zone here. So mind you, this is the 4-hour chart. So if you want to take your counter trend trades, you move to your lower time frame. Could be your 1-hour chart. Okay, so here we have your break of structure, and you have your demand zone. Okay, let me just move to the 2-hour chart, see what we have there. Okay, so here we have this demand zone here. So you can choose either if you want to take your entries off your demand zone, or it's advisable that you mark off both the zones and then you look for confirmation entries within your golden zone entry and your supply zone, okay? And your supply zone. Mind you, if price taps us into a higher time frame demand, these zones are invalid, okay? So when price taps us into your higher time frame demand, you're going to look for confirmation entries here to push price to the upside, okay? To push price to the upside. So moving on to our next pair, which is GBP AUD. Let me just remove everything. Okay, so on the higher time frame, GBP AUD, this is what we have on our daily chart. Trading is slow today. Okay, so this is what we have. You can see that price has been pushing bullishly, so we have this truncating break of structure, and we have this beautiful order block, okay, where we can take off our buying opportunities. Okay, so mind you, this is the daily time frame. Okay, this is the daily time frame. So immediately when price taps us into our order block, we're going to look for our confirmation entries. Okay, and now since price is here, we can look for our counter trend trades to our order block. Okay, so let's move on to our 4-hour chart. So currently on our 4-hour chart, this is what we have. We have this huge change of character here. We have this break of structure, and we have this change of character here. And we can look to take off our entries of this supply zone. Okay, so currently we can look for confirmation entries So we can take off our entries to our higher time frame order block. Okay. That's it for GBP AUD. Moving on to let me see. Moving on to CAD JPY. CAD JPY, last week price did not tap us into our golden zone entry, so we're still waiting for price to tap us into our golden zone entry. So why are we waiting for price to tap us into our golden zone entry? Because price on the weekly time frame respected this huge supply area here and created this break of structure and change of character, and now we're waiting for price to confirm our selling opportunities. I think it's on our daily time frame. So immediately when price taps mitigates our golden zone entry, we're going to look for our confirmation entries. Okay. Moving on to our next pair, which is let me see. My network is very slow. Which is AUD CAD. Okay. So let me just remove everything here and explain everything. Okay. On our, I think it's our daily chart. Yeah. So on our daily chart, mind you that please, it's advisable that when you analyze, you do a top-down analysis, meaning that you start with your higher time frames, and then you scale down to your lower time frames. In that way, you can see what's going on within price and the market. Okay, and you should always look left so you can see you can have a bigger price perspective. Okay, so here on our daily chart on AUD CAD, we have this demand zone here, and as you can see, it tapped us in. So immediately when price taps us in like that, we look for our confirmation entries. Okay, so we scale down to our 8-hour chart. Okay, so on our 8-hour chart, I managed to see that here we have this small break of structure here, and we have this change of character here. And price currently tapped us into our demand zone here. So we can currently look for more confirmation entries so we can push price to the upside. Okay, let me just see if I'm moving too fast. Kindly text me on the Discord community so we can see, or you can look. I'm going to upload this into our market breakdown Google Drive, so you can go back and see which analysis you don't understand, so I can correct you and explain it to you. Okay, so this is my next week's watch list. So next we have AUD JPY. Okay, so for AUD JPY, last week we managed to, okay, let me just do this, remove all the drawings and move to the 4-hour chart. Okay, so on AUD JPY on the daily chart, this is what we have. Okay, so I managed to see that price created this change of character here, this break of structure, and this change of character here. Okay, and price respected our high here, which is our order block. And when price That's that we can look for our confirmation entries or our pro trend entries. Okay, so moving on to our lower time frame entry, lower time frames, so we can look for more entries. Okay, so this is what we had last week. I managed to see that here we have this truncating break of structure, and we have this golden zone entry that we took last week. Okay, this golden zone entry that we took last week. Okay, so now for next week, we also have this break of structure here, and we can look to take our entries off our golden zone again. Okay, and look to take our entries off our golden zone. Okay, so that's what we have for AUD JPY for next week. Okay, moving on to our next pair, which is CHF JPY. Okay, so on CHF JPY, we're currently moving in a bullish trend, meaning that, okay, excuse me, meaning that we are creating higher highs and respecting our higher lows, creating higher highs, respecting our higher lows. Okay, and as you can see here, price created this break of structure here and respected our higher low here. Okay, so now price is currently pushing to the upside. Okay, so moving to our lower time frames. Okay, maybe our 1 hour chart. Our 1 hour chart. Okay, so no, let's go to our 15-minute chart. So our 15-minute chart. Okay, I managed to see that here we can look for possible confirmation entries, meaning that here we have this break of structure here. We have this break of structure here, or we can use this one here. Mind you, this is also a break of structure here because price created this lower low, but then it violated our previous lower high here with this week, then created this lower low here. Okay, so price created this lower low, so we can to wait for price to violate. Okay, it already did violate our previous lower high, creating a change of character, meaning that now we can look for our golden zone entries from this high here, from this low to that high, and this here is going to be our golden zone entries. So if price manages to push higher and retraces back, you're going to adjust your golden zone level wherever price retraces. Okay, and I think that's it for CHF JPY. Moving on to our last pair for the market breakdown session, which is NZD JPY on the daily chart. On the daily chart, let me just remove everything. Okay, so NZD JPY on the daily chart, this is what we have. Price has been moving bullishly, so creating our higher lows and respecting our higher highs and violating our higher highs. Okay, so we have this break of structure here, and we have this beautiful demand zone here, demand zone area here, which we are waiting for price to mitigate. Okay, so this is the daily time frame, and it's going to take a date for price to push to our demand zone. Okay, so what you do is you move to your lower time frame, and you look for your counter trend trades. Okay, Let's move to our 2-hour chart or our 4-hour chart. And this is what we have. So price created this change of character here, this break of structure, and this change of character here. And price mitigated our golden zone level here. Golden zone level and pushed to the downside, okay? So now for next week, we can look to take more selling opportunities of our golden zone level. So we have this break of structure here. We have this break of structure here, and we can place our golden zone from our high to our low. And mark off this area as our golden zone level, okay? And that's where we can look to take our entries from, our selling entries from, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's session. If I was moving too fast, you can go back and check what I spoke about this week on this week's market breakdown session. And yeah, okay. Wait, do you guys have any questions? Oh, I hope you have soon an unlimited Discord price. Okay, so from now on, I'll be taking monthly Signal members. So if you want to join my monthly Signal group, you are more welcome to do so. And this remember that you have only 3 months mentorship and a lifetime community. So the people in the community, you can share your analysis, and I will be there to help you too. Okay, so yeah. So do you guys have any questions? Any further questions?
Sure, Nako. Yeah, I have a small request.
Sure.
Can you please analyze GBP JPY for me?
Okay, just give me a sec.
Okay, cool.
So you said GBP JPY. Okay, so on GBP JPY, on our 4-hour chart last week, unfortunately we had this break of structure and this change of character here, and unfortunately price just turned just right below our golden zone entry. So now price created this break of structure here, and we can look to take our entries off this supply area here. I think this supply area is also our golden zone. No, it's not. Price already violated our golden zone. So you can look to take your entries of this supply area, meaning that now you can look for your confirmation entries, okay, to push price to the downside. Okay, so bro, what tool are you using to display those two lines with price? It's the price. Let me just look for it for you. It's called the price node. It's called the price node. You get it from here. This takes the nodes and the price node here. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's it for today's session, guys. See you guys. I'm wishing you guys a profitable week next week. And yeah, how's the session, guys?
Personally, I enjoyed it. Thank you very much, though.
For sure. Okay, so guys, wishing you guys a profitable week next week. Thank you guys.